because no fighting game's actually good. It's kind of like just playing whatever. Let's watch this real quick.
Hey everyone, it's Tom here. I'm here with Sean and Clock for a.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Before we even get to this, yeah, this game actually looks amazing. Like I'm not even glazing. Like, bro, this game actually looks amazing, guys. I can't lie. It looks really good. When I played the alpha test months ago, it played really good. I've said this multiple times. This was like literally a better fighting game in the alpha stage than any current game out right now. Any current fighting game out right now. It was better in the alpha stages. So yeah. Let's see. I want to watch this.
Last month, we announced that we're revisiting our plans for.
I've watched this already. I saw it yesterday. I do want to rewatch it though.
What we've been working on ever since our first Alpha Lab last August.
Because I watched it by myself.
So this video,
I want to kind of talk
gonna
about
catch
some
you all
things.
up. We'll go over all the big gameplay changes since Alpha Lab 1 and walk you through our newest champion, Jinx, and finish off with the dev show match. First, let's talk about how Alpha Lab 2 fits into our overall development plan. Until now, the focus has been getting our core gameplay right by building and testing demos of the game at events like EVO and Combo Breaker. And your feedback here.
Are you not gonna, Enora, are you gonna try this?
At this point, we're feeling pretty.
I mean, it's free to play. There's another, do you know what's crazy, bro?
New stage of development.
This is what the craziest thing is about all of this. This game was a better fighting game than any current game out right now. Not only is it a better fighting game than any current game out right now, but it's probably looking at the mechanics in the game and how it felt playing it and the potential I saw, this could actually be like the best fighting game ever, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And this is going to be free to play, which I feel like a lot of people are missing out. This is going to be free to play. If a fighting game comes out and it's better than every other fighting game out there by a mile, and it comes out free to play, it's gonna be scary for these other games.
Shifting our focus to the mountain of surrounding work that it takes to launch a really great
Probably won't put much time into it, but I play it here and there. It's gonna be free to play in it, so something you can mess around with.
Alpha Lab 2 was intended to be a larger scale playtest on the road to launch, but as we were putting it together, we find ourselves having to make some short-term trade-offs that could end up ultimately delaying the launch of the game. So we've decided to downsize that test in the spirit of getting the full game out to everyone as soon as we can. We're still planning a large-scale playtest closer to the actual launch, and as we dial...
let me know if the audio is good on everything, by the way.
And keep you in the loop. Since we know you're itching for news, for the entire rest of this video, we're just going to show you all the things we've been working on ever since Alpha Lab 1. You ready? Let's go.
All right, so I want to talk about the first of the 4 areas.
All right, first of all, we need to talk about Jinx, bro. They're gonna show more of the gameplay in a sec, but yo, Jinx, I was getting shades of Falk when they were showing Jinx gameplay, bro. I wasn't getting it during her trailer, but I was getting shades of Falk during this presentation. I think I'm gonna be playing Jinx. I was already playing Ahri in the alpha, but I was playing Ahri with Illaoi because I didn't really have a second. I liked Illaoi though. Illaoi was really cool. I'll probably still play her. But Jinx might be the one. I can't even lie. Jinx might be the one. This character is ridiculous. I can just looking at gameplay in this game, you can just see and feel player expression that you will automatically know just from watching. I just know not everybody is gonna look the same playing the same characters. It's not like the way Street Fighter is right now, or even Tekken at the moment, where there's just an optimal way to play the character and everyone plays sort of the same. You know, they put you in the same situations, it's all the same. If you take away the names, you can't tell who's who. This game, with the mechanics it has and the way it's built, I have a very good feeling about player self-expression for this game. I really do. And actually having different play styles, different styles of play, not just, oh, you have to be on offense or you're at the mercy of this all the time. Yo, Perplex was good. Not looking good for Tekken 8 Season 2. Harder saying we're focusing on defensive options, but then punish you with chip for. But yeah. I think Tekken's cooked as well. I can't lie. The patch ain't out yet, but from what I've seen, it's looking cooked. I always said Street Fighter 6 was more cooked than Tekken. With this upcoming Season 2, Tekken might be more cooked than Street Fighter is. I can't lie. Actually, it might just be more cooked. Not looking forward to that. The art style is very beautiful. It fits League of Legends. Look at the stages. Here's my thing. In a lot of anime style games, sometimes the stages can throw me off, and the art style matching the stage throws me off. I'll give you an example. Guilty Gear Xrd. Even Strive. When I look at Guilty Gear, the art style throws me off, not because of the character models or the way the characters are, but it's the stages. It starts looking a little bit blurry for me, and it's a little bit weird when everything's moving. This game, though, I don't get that. Maybe it's the simplicity of it.
So we just received a lot of feedback that inputs felt confusing, inconsistent, and that there's
actually
don't miss overlapped, and you're trying to do one thing, but you got the wrong outcome.
I need Talon, Wukong, or Yone for me to play this.
I'm gonna start with the first one.
How many champions does League of Legends have? I know they have like hundreds, right? They have a lot. They have like at least over 100, right? They definitely won't have that many in this game. They're launching this game with 10 champions. 160 plus, yeah, that's insane. They won't all be in here. This game is gonna launch with 10 characters, 10 champions at launch, which I think is actually good. Free to play as well. I mean, the potential for the roster is insane. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with League of Legends characters. Maybe we should do like I should watch some gameplay afterwards of actual maybe popular League of Legends characters and make a list, like a tier list, to see which characters I think would make it in. Yo, Revolver, what's good? I hate to say it, but I feel like this will be Dead on Arrival. I don't think that's possible. That's not what makes you say that, Revolver? Why do you think this is gonna be Dead on Arrival? I don't think it's possible for this game to be Dead on Arrival. Genuinely don't think it's possible. This is from me having played the game already, in its alpha stages, not even beta stages. In its alpha stage, having played this already, I don't think that's possible. And it's free to play? No way. Not possible. Not with the way the game plays. This is a real fighting game, bro. A real fighting game. I doubt they will add characters without legs. I mean, maybe if they can levitate. Well, there's characters without legs in League of Legends. I didn't know that. Yo, Sames was good. The game has no motions? No. No motions. It hasn't got no motions. No motions is incredibly cringe, though, I won't lie. Nah, bro. No motions it's not a foreign concept. A lot of anime games have like moves that are motionless. You simply do, it's like inputs. There's no motion in terms of like quarter circle or like DP, for example, but it's directional inputs. Oh, some characters be flying or levitate. You can go on their website to see all the champs and abilities. Oh, okay, I'll check that out as well. I mean, I know all the abilities already because I played the game with all the characters, apart from Jinx. But I've seen Jinx and stuff. I know what the other characters do though. Oh, you're talking about all the League characters, not 2XKO, the League of Legends characters. I might have to check that out then. Motions are fun, but combos in this game are fun. Combos in this game are harder to do than anything in Street Fighter 6 right now. And probably most things in Tekken 8. I know there's some characters that are difficult in Tekken 8 as well. Bro, Yasuo combos, for example, the character on the left right here, right? Yasuo combos, there's not one thing any character can show me from Street Fighter 6, for example, with any type of motion that is more difficult than some of the combos Yasuo can do. Some of the resets, some of the setups that he's got. And that's me remembering stuff from the Alpha Lab. motion or not. Execution, I think a lot of people get they're tying execution with motion a little bit too much. When execution comes down to how hard it is to perform something, not like, is it emotional or not? You know what I mean? Try to keep your expectation down for 2SKO. I hear it. I hear it. Here's the thing though. This game is going to be free to play. So no one is going to waste anything giving this game a try. No one's wasting anything giving this game a try. Because you're not spending any money at all. You know what I mean? Yo, Shaki, what you saying? Man said TSify, you know? Well, hold on. I'm locked in right now trying to break down this game. What's good though, Shaki? Are you telling me? 10 characters as a tag game is actually a lot of combinations, to be fair. Yeah, and because this game has fuses, you like the way you play the game changes a lot depending on what fuse you use. I feel like the hype isn't there for the casual, and they're cutting the roster really short with 10 characters at attack file. Nah, but that's 10 characters on arrival, like for launch, not 10 characters throughout the whole lifespan of the game though. It's just launching with 10 characters. There isn't hype for casuals? Well, you don't think there's any hype for casuals for this game? I feel like the name alone, right? It's 2XKO. It's a League of Legends fighting game. League of Legends has a huge fan base. It's got all the characters from League of Legends. Well, it hasn't got all of them, but it's got characters from League of Legends in a fighting game. That concept alone, I feel like, would get people's eyes on it. It's Riot behind the game as well. Riot literally don't miss. Or haven't missed so far. And then I hope you're right. I mean, I might have been a little bit how you are, Revolver, if I hadn't played the game at all. But after getting my hands on the alpha test a couple months back, this is like damn near the only fighting game I'm looking forward to right now. Like it felt really good. League of Legends player, when you play League of Legends, there isn't any visible hype for them. Yeah, but I'm talking about casuals though. I don't think they'll take the game seriously. But if we're talking casuals, because even for other fighting games, a lot of the casuals are not people that are like super Street Fighter fans or Tekken fans. It's like people that play other games but might dabble into it a little bit. What about the Bleach game? Or is this it? No, this isn't the Bleach game. This is 2XKO. I was playing the Bleach game a couple days ago. I made a guide actually. I have a new guide for a character in the Bleach game. I actually uploaded that earlier today. Was this game to another Street Fighter? It's basically League of Legends, Sharky. League of Legends, but a fighting game for League of Legends. It's up and coming. It's not out yet though. Every Riot game is fully free to play right now. I doubt they could change it for 2XKO. Yeah, this is definitely free to play. Yeah. What am I thinking about the release on the release date? Maybe for this year? Potentially. I was thinking maybe December, you know. I was thinking maybe December this year. Nah, actually, they did say 2025. I think they said 2025. I was thinking maybe December. Potentially. I'll keep playing this video.
Launchers and anti-airs. So if you remember before in Alpha Lab 1, down heavy was your anti-air, and down
this game
was your launcher.
I'm telling you,
pretty confusing. So what we did was
there's something different about this game right now.
Is your launcher that has anti-air properties. So go ahead and jump at me, Clock. You're able to have a little invincibility there, and you can follow up with a combo, which is great.
Oh, and something else as well, Swames. In a game like this, where a lot of things are happening really quickly, especially in a tag fighter, you're tagging in and out, I don't think you're going to actually want motion inputs. Like, you're not going to want to see a jump in and have to DP, see a cross up and have to cross cut DP. You're not going to want to be doing that in a game like this, where everything is super fast paced.
So there's no more
you're
launcher plus
telling you
anti-air
wouldn't.
separate things. And you notice that some characters that
It would
have
be
one,
insane.
you know, or the other, they just remain with one. But characters like Darius and a few others, we actually kept that move on their kit with a different input. So this button for Darius.
They'll probably release it after
This
November.
forward
They have to have a
you can
bunch
still
of
use it
the
for
games
pressure,
share the same
combo
event
rush,
/
things
theme.
like that.
Well, what
Also,
event is in November?
and overheads.
What's in November?
So before, the input for overhead used to be
Casuals
forward
do
medium, and
love
we
the
got
hub
lucky
and
that
avatar
people were
type
like, "Hey, I'm
things,
running after
like in
people,
Tekken
and I'm
and
trying
Street
to get
Fighter
you
6.
to
Yeah,
start
they
that
do.
combo, but I'm actually getting
They
my
do.
overhead, and it didn't feel very good.
And
So
I'm pretty sure
they're-
Riot is like
they're
one of the
down
kings
forward
of cosmetics. They'll know how to sell.
We're trying to consolidate that as well as
They'll get
sweep is down
skins,
forward
avatar
heavy.
stuff.
So anybody that has a sweep, it's on down
The
forward.
hub in this game is pretty cool as well.
And the other thing I want to talk about was
Right.
team button simplification. Forward plus team.
Oh, League-
forward assist, especially out of block.
League of Legends
was a little bit of a
Worlds,
struggle 'cause sometimes you would
it
get
finishes
blocked and
in
then, you know,
November?
You lose a bar, and it just wasn't
Okay.
very intuitive with how you'd want to pressure folks. So
Okay.
now you just press team.
They got
that
swimsuit
does your
outfits
forward
already.
assist.
They'll know how
Just
to
like
sell.
before holding back and hitting team, that does your back assist. Then you might be wondering like, well, hey, how do I do tag launcher? Because I used to press team for that. Well, we want to make it consistent and easy to remember. If down and heavy is your launcher with anti-air properties,
Yeah, they
then
changed
down
some of
and
the
team is your
stuff,
tag launcher.
some of
So
the
those
ways you do
are, pretty
anti-airs
consistent now and easy to remember.
and sweeps.
In Alpha Lab 1, you used to be able to hold forward plus team or hold back plus team to get a charge assist or a running assist. We removed that from the game except for in sidekick feeds.
Yo, appreciate
which
that,
is a new
Perplex.
feed I'll talk about in a bit. But
Nice
the reason
one.
we removed it was it actually led to some pretty stale
Nice.
gameplay across all teams. Where you sit full screen, you hold forward or back plus
Tap
team,
that
you
out.
send your assist across.
This is the
You see
last
what
hope.
happens.
This is the
You
last
hit
hope. It really
handshake
is.
tag and you do a big combo.
This game is the last hope. If it's not this game, then probably for the next 10 years we're cooked. Until the next cycle comes. Whatever Street Fighter 8 is. Sorry, I mean Street Fighter 7. Whatever Tekken 9 is, whatever Street Fighter 7 is, whatever MK, I don't know what Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, they might as well just do Injustice 3. I don't know why they keep making Mortal Kombat, they ain't working out. So yeah, this really is it.
If
This
they block
really
it,
is the
you
last
handshake
hope.
tag, you do pressure. If they jump, you handshake.
Why is this the last hope? Well, when I say last hope, I don't mean it for everybody. For most casual players, it's not. It doesn't mean anything. But if you're someone who's not a casual player, you like to be competitive. Every single fighting game that's out right now, in terms of the modern fighting games that are out right now, all have really, really bad issues where the players, the top players of the game, are not really enjoying their game because it's not really great competitively. And that ties down to a bunch of different things. But this game right here seems to have a lot of competitive integrity. There is actual previous competitive players, champions, that are working with the dev team in order to work around the gameplay. They're helping to make the game and they're helping with decisions around the game as a whole. And there was an alpha test which happened months ago. A lot of people tried it. A lot of people really enjoyed it. And there's been almost nothing but positive feedback about the game so far. Having tried it myself, I can definitely agree. The game has anti-cheat. Yeah. But this game has so much anti-cheat that some people were unable to even launch the game when the alpha came out because they might have had like something open, even if they weren't trying to cheat.
Shake tag and then you jump and air throw or launch or anti-air.
Like, I'll tell you this right now, right? You look at Street Fighter, it's got a lot of mechanics which hold your hand. If you have bad defense, you can opt for a perfect parry, which can just win you the whole game. You look at Tekken, you can pop heat, win the whole. So many things hold your hand in a lot of these fighting games. So far, everything I've seen from this game, there isn't anything or any mechanic that holds your hand at all. And every single mechanic that's in this game doesn't just do it all for you. You have to apply the mechanic yourself and you have to use it in a strategical way. And when I see stuff like that, is when I have hope.
And then they were like, well, I'm just going
to... You lot will see it anyways.
You punch them with your point for hitting it. So on top of that, too, it actually allowed for a lot of follow-ups that we really didn't intend for.
Even
it
down
just
to when you get
it
knocked down.
gets a little bit more homogenized than we like.
Yo,
I'll
Jinx
give you
is
an
back to
example,
my character. I
Darius
can't lie,
S2,
low-key.
S2 knocks you really far away, you know, outside of the corner. But with charge assists, you can just hold it and run across the screen and follow up. And so, again, it made a lot of the situations and outcomes pretty similar. So we're excited to separate that out a little bit.
Is it because of Unga Bunga Plus Frames gameplay philosophy? I think the Unga Bunga Plus Frames thing is more so for maybe Tekken at the moment because of how aggressive it is. When it comes to Street Fighter, it's not even so much the plus frames. It's a lot of different things. I actually made a video on this on my YouTube channel. I forgot what it's called. I think the video is called "How to Save Street Fighter 6." I think it's what it was called. I basically explained everything.
Super input simplification
about the game that pretty much needs to be changed.
We heard a lot of feedback around down being a struggle on some peripherals.
Damn, why is everyone going on about Talon? Who's this Talon person? Let me look on this website.
So we removed that as the supers and now made it a lot easier. Now the input is hitting any normal plus special. So for Super 1, you hit, I can do S1 plus L, and that will go ahead and do the super for Darius. But you notice, I can do any normal with this S1 to get that super. So I can do M plus S1. I can do S1 plus, you know.
Oh, this is what Talon looks like? Okay.
S1 super.
Sean, what about S2 super?
I see.
Same thing. So you hit S2 plus any normal button. So S2 plus L gives me that S2 super. S2 plus N.
Yeah, I want to talk about them adding in
and then S2 plus H.
The auto combo thing.
This is important for us because, you know,
because that's actually,
to do like down on
I guess it's good for casuals, but it literally doesn't matter for
set up on your peripheral in a way where one normal might be better positioned
for us at all
with that special than a different one. So we really want you to have, like, you know, the best way to get these things out. And that's, yeah, so it should be pretty straightforward and easy.
Let's see opinion changes after honeymoon phase. Yeah, that's true as well.
S2.
That's also true.
Now. You may have noticed just here that they cost 3 bars now. This is pretty important because we really wanted to make them feel impactful. And
but you know what it is as well? The honeymoon phase thing, yeah, is like, the reason why I'm not too worried is because, at least yet, is because I'll use the Bleach game, Bleach Rebirth of Souls, which just came out as an example, right? That game for me, I'm a big Bleach fan, so that game for me is like big. I would have a honeymoon phase of that game for sure. And I might be biased towards the game, but I don't care about League of Legends at all. This could have been anything. This fighting game here could be titled anything. It could be Mario, Sonic, anything. I don't care about League of Legends at all. I'm looking at this from simply looking at a fighting game and how it actually works.
We've adjusted the damage accordingly as well, and also.
So I'm not being biased towards.
And then I want to talk a little bit about Happy Birthday.
This game. I don't have any type of connection to League.
Specifically, I know some of you, myself included, may have been in Alpha Lab. You got this Happy Birthday Clock's 9 over here, and you know one of the characters falls out, and if it's their point character and they punish you while you're still doing the combo, you're like, why did I get punished for hitting both of their characters at once? What is happening here? So this
game is made by fighting game players as well.
To counter hit
the Hunter x Hunter and then Impact. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna play that game. I'll play that as well.
And to a similar effect,
I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I'm a fan of Hunter x Hunter, so
those
I'll give it a try.
Actually make combos a little bit shorter.
Might be fun to mess around on.
Quite a bit faster. One other thing I want to talk about here too was parry. So we heard a lot of pain around parrying a physical attack and then accidentally getting another parry afterwards, causing you to not only whiff that parry, but lose that meter and then get punched by your opponent. You're like, hey, this is a sharp reversal of fortune. Can we not do that? And so, yeah, so we took that out. Of course,
I really like how parry is. It's like
I'll go ahead and parry it.
It doesn't seem broken in this game.
Input consistency.
Like it's actually
situations like when you're
used in a specific situation.
So folks that were using those techniques should find things a lot more consistent. We made some changes to fuses and other core gameplay systems, you know, based on a lot of stuff that we heard. And I actually kind of wanted to talk a little bit about
just randomly parry.
Fuses and Pulse. Starting a little bit with Pulse, folks had a lot of really great feedback.
Oh, Nobunaga?
You know,
is that a character in League as well?
I shot out last month, you know, talking about hey, that fact that's not a fuse anymore, and more specifically, folks wanted to pair it with like other fuses in the game, especially when they're duoing and bringing their friend onto their team.
Tekken 8 Season 2, is it really that negative how everyone said? Nah, it's looking bad. Levin,
We actually have
Season 2 for Tekken 8 is looking bad, man. It's looking so bad right now. I have no hope for Season 2 in Tekken. I'll see what the patch is like, right? I'll update the game. I'll see what it's like.
Notice here at the bottom,
but
it
man,
says pulse combo. So any of us can hit this button. You
not
see
looking
top,
forward to it.
The old pulse icon.
I'll make another Nina guide.
Appears, and that means that you have pulse.
I'll make another Nina guide, like I always do, when the patch drops. I'm sure Nina's gonna get a bunch of nerfs, and she has a new move now as well. So I'll cover Nina and see what's changed. Play the game as well. I'll see what the new version of Nina's saying online and all of that. Maybe I'll still play. I mean, there won't really be anything else for me to play. I'll have Tekken, I'll have Street Fighter, I'll have, of course, I'm playing Bleach Rebirth of Souls and stuff, but I'll play it. There's new ranks. The rank system, ranks are gonna reset, so I guess I'll still be playing. But yeah, this season 2 is not looking promising though. I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have with it.
Enabled. And just as a reminder, Pulse, will let you mash light, medium, or heavy.
FIFA 6 next season and Twitch scale to look forward to.
Do a super.
Oh yeah, maybe the new Versus fighting, right? I mean virtual fire.
But it's a really great start if you want to get in there and have a good time and start to learn the flow of what these characters can do.
We also made a small change to Pulse in which...
oh yeah, and this, right? Hold on, they just talked about Pulse, yeah? I saw some people on Twitter.
Just as a reminder, Pulse, will let you mash light, medium, or heavy, and
oh, this, yeah,
like a short combo. And if you have the meter, it'll do a super.
I saw some people talking about on Twitter how they don't like this, right? I don't care about this right here. So the new Pulse fuse is basically not a fuse anymore. It's just in the game pretty much. So if you do light, it just does like a auto combo. If you do medium, it just does an auto combo. And if you have meter on the last hit, it just spends a super. This I don't care about, because if you're having to use auto combos, you're just not going to be optimal ever. And in a game like this, if you're not optimal, you're just not going to do well against better players.
They're still like much better.
Like look at that, right? Look at the combo you just done, for example. I would never care about this.
Pulse, will let you
for a game like this, I wouldn't care. Look,
and they'll go into like a short combo, and if you have the meter, it'll do a super.
If I get hit and this is why I'm losing, because my opponent doesn't learn combos,
but it's a really great.
I don't care about that at all.
Get in there and have a good time and start to learn the flow of what these characters can do.
We also made a small change to Pulse in which we still wanted you to be able to chain like.
Hope there's a proper zoner in 2XKO. That is Jinx. This character right here on the right, that is Jinx. Jinx is a zoner in this game. She's a zoner. She's like a trap character. She sets up a lot of things. She has good set play. She can go in and do certain stuff, but she's definitely more of a zoner.
So you can.
They're gonna show proper gameplay. She looks mad fun. She looks mad. She might be my favorite character.
So
Ari and Jinx right now, the two I like playing a lot.
Sidekick, which I'm gonna have Tom and Clock pick and represent, and I'll go ahead and take Juggernaut. Fight as a single champion with enhanced powers. We're gonna talk about those powers in a second.
And I have to learn Smite too.
We'll first talk about Sidekick a little bit.
Yeah, there's a new it's a sidekick fuse.
Like, hey, I want to learn this game, but I kind of want to learn in a support role.
I like this fuse a lot.
Like help my friend.
I like this fuse a lot.
Like be the star of the show when I really haven't like taken the time to learn the game or learn a specific character and not have all that pressure on me. So we listened, and so we came up with this fuse called Sidekick, where the character that you start with.
Yeah, I want to main Ari and Jinx so far. Ari, I already played in alpha. Jinx is new, haven't touched her, so I want to learn Jinx. I play Illaoi as well.
However, your friend can come in.
But I might replace Illaoi with Jinx.
But they don't switch out ever there.
Jinx is, if you guys ever watched me play Street Fighter 5,
so you remember before I was like,
Jinx gives me Falk vibes a little bit.
So Tom, if you like,
she gives me a bit of Falk vibes.
See the old charge assist is back
from looking at the gameplay.
Hitting that synergy. Another cool thing is, this sidekick can actually get up to 5 bars a meter. And so I have a meter maxed out now.
If Street Fighter 6 Season 2 add more guests, it's cooked. My soul down.
Gets a little bit of a
you know they're going to.
With the defensive boost.
They're 100% going to add more. You think Street Fighter 6 is going to go the remaining 4 years it has left or whatever, 3-4 years with no guest character again, they're definitely gonna add another one in.
They're at 20% or less health.
They're definitely gonna add
Sorry,
one.
30%.
Probably during the last year, like the final year,
People
they're probably
from
gonna be like,
Super,
yeah, let me just add in
tandem, with
Jin,
point character.
Kazuya or something.
So let's see if you guys can do that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my S2 Super Tom, and then you can just mash your Time Wander Super.
We'll
Yeah.
try.
There you go.
Boom.
Oh, could have been a little juicy there. If you notice, like Sidekick has Fury Break at the start. You know, we used to call the combo breaker system in our game dynamic save.
It's a mouthful.
It's a lot of words. all
Yeah,
right?
you can play as a
So
single character,
call it break.
and the second
But when
character is just like your
dies,
assist.
Your remaining champion will get 50% of
Like,
the break.
this is what I mean. They're actually thinking about stuff like that, because a lot of people don't like tag fighting games. They're like, oh, this game looks cool, but I only want to play one character. I don't want to play 2 characters. Like, I don't want to have to learn 2. You don't really have to. You can have one, and the other one is just an assist.
Meter, and it will change to this new meter at the top you see called Fury Break. These 2 fuses, Sidekick and Solo, they actually start off with Fury because of course they don't have another champ. The really cool thing about Sidekick is that the assist character, the assist champion, the person using it, can actually like reduce the combo damage their point is receiving.
Yeah, that's crazy
called
as well.
Combo softener internally, and it makes this really cool visual and sound effect. And you start to learn the timing of combos subconsciously when you're doing it, but you really feel like you can help out.
How do you do it?
So basically, you press any attack button the moment that the opponent's attack lands. So
So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see you do this. The little
yeah.
blue glow.
This is insane how they've implemented this into the game, by the way.
Ooh,
yeah,
ooh.
a little too early.
So-
but yeah,
Terrible.
Yeah, you got it.
This is wild to me. So if you use the sidekick fuse, so you're playing as one character and the other character is the assist, yeah, and you're actually playing as 2 people. So you have a friend with you playing as the assist character, right? When you get hit, your friend, your teammate has to time their button. I don't know what exactly they press, but they have to time their button with when you're getting attacked to reduce the amount of damage you take. That's crazy.
All right.
And so it's actually really fun to like
That's
learn
crazy.
the timing and help out in that way.
What's good, Zone name?
Again, it's just
You saying, bro?
another way for someone to play a support role as a sidekick. Then I want to talk about Juggernaut. So that's the fuse that I have on my side of the screen. This fuse was one where we talked to a lot of players that
Enhanced Brom
Hey,
solo might
I really wanna
be
get into this
terrifying.
game.
Might be.
But I really want to start.
Brom was a
with
menace in the
single
alpha
champion.
test.
I don't even want to learn another champion to call a
Brom was a
assist or help
menace.
out. I just
Brom
want to focus
in the
really
alpha test, the 2 most annoying characters were Darius and Brom.
on one specific
So
character,
annoying.
like learn him to the max. And
But I think the
will
best
start to branch
character,
out. As a
the
result,
2 best
you use
characters, I
Juggernaut
think,
fuse,
were
and you literally just have one
Echo and
champion.
Yasuo,
You start with
probably.
them. You start with 2 meters, similar to Sidekick. There's a max of 5. You gain a health and a health boost, and you gain a defensive boost when you're at 30% or less health. You also don't have access to assists. You have access to Fury Break at the round start, similar to Sidekick. This one's interesting in that you can cast self double down, meaning you can do super into super or super into ultimate. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we'll do this, and I can do S2 super. I did a little early, but you kind of get the idea, right? You pop it, wait for the juice to happen, maybe
Hey, Sean,
run
I
up.
noticed like you're playing as just as Yasuo.
I'm gonna let you guys know right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna let you guys know right now.
About that clock.
Yeah. So you know,
Casuals in this game, like casuals, super casuals, they're not gonna use half of the tools that actually exist in this game. They won't use a lot of the tools that are in this game. I can see a lot of them not utilizing the parry, retrieving guards, even like air teching the right way. But I'm telling you, a lot of casuals are not actually good. Even like months into the game, a lot of them won't actually use the tools that are in this game. A lot of it.
Sidekick and Juggernaut, they're unique in that during gameplay, the point and the assists cannot switch roles. However, during pre-round agency, so when it says ready, fight, we allow in all the fuses for players to switch by holding.
Because you
the
use
button.
each tool depending on what
That's
situation
also
you're
the
in.
same case for
You can't
Juggernaut
like
and
just
Sidekick.
do it.
So In the case of Sidekick,
Can't just
when
decide
I'm
to use a mechanic
Sean's
and do
sidekick,
it.
but maybe the next round we want to switch it up a bit. We can switch at the beginning of the round, and then I am the new point character, and then Sean is my sidekick. Same for Juggernaut as well. If you can pick 2 characters, you don't even have to play the second character, but you can always switch between them from round to round.
Say like Tom and Clock are just rocking my Yasuo, and I lose that round, but you know I've done a little bit of look ahead. I know they're not good against Darius, so at the start of the next round, I'll just like hold that team button and switch to Darius. But again, that round I got only Darius.
You're locked in.
Darius.
Yeah. Another mechanic that only Juggernaut gets access to, which is something we
You guys watched Arcane?
And so, because the team button has no assist to call, and there's no tag launcher or another champion to tag to, just hitting team causes this eject state, which forces
one
their
Mio.
point character out and forces that assist character in, and now that's their new point. And so you could do things like this, and there's a little bit of guess, like Clock's amazing. He got that block. Please don't gas him up too much.
Oh yeah, this is a cross up, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. That slash is a cross up, so you have to actually block it that way.
And so you could do things like this, and
It's kind of crazy that you blocked it
there's
there.
There's a little bit of guess, like Clock's amazing. He got that block.
Most casuals are content with watching high level players, or may not
What can I say?
have time to invest in deep into the. Yeah. I mean, most casuals. I feel like a lot of casuals
really wanted folks to just focus on that one character and get in there and get
reason
in
for playing
so,
is because they
you
see
also notice
high level
again,
players
It starts
play.
with Fury right out the gate, and again,
They're like,
we'll
oh, I
talk
wanna
about
do this.
Fury later. The next thing I want to talk about was Limit Strike.
I mean, that's kind of
So,
what it was for me when I
and
was
this is
first
along the
starting
lines of
casually.
really just,
It
enabling
was
you
like
to
I
have
saw
some
certain
really
players, I was
crucial
like, oh,
decisions
I want
in
to
all
start
kinds of
doing this.
situations at various points of the
I want to
fight.
learn how to do
One of the
this.
ways our combos work is that if you do like what we call like a major reaction, like a
Yo,
ground
what's good,
bounce or a
Milky? How you
wall
doing?
bounce or a tumble,
What's up?
you do one of those in a combo, you don't get another one. So if you try to do another one, it just
Or the
ends your
limited,
combo. But now, depending on what
amount
you
of
end
wall
the
bounces
combo
you
with,
get.
you get a little bit of a bonus on top of it. So I'll give you an example. If you end a combo after you've already done a reaction with a ground bounce, you get extra damage. If you do another wall bounce,
Yasuo, I think in the beta, Yasuo is probably the highest execution character in the
And
game.
if you do like another tumble, if I was good enough,
Yeah, he was definitely the highest
Yeah,
execution
for that
character in the
hard
game.
knockdown, I can't roll.
And then
forward
after that, maybe,
holding
Echo.
whatever mix-up they have.
another thing I want to talk about was meter and damage decoupling. So we saw.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm
Fallout
doing well.
1,
Just
the
looking
kinda
at this
resulted in
2SKO
I went
game.
the
Have you heard of
hard
this?
And
This is the League of Legends
what
fighting
was
game coming out.
The most damage and meter I could get to get there. But in Alpha Lab 1, these things, meter and damage, weren't decoupled. So it meant a lot of the decisions around the routes that you would pursue just weren't very interesting. As a result, in this new version that you're going to play, meter and damage are now separated from one another. And attacks build up very specific amounts of meter, independent of the damage.
This.
And this just
This right here is the indication that fighting game players are actually behind this. Because
as a
they
result,
said that now when you do combos, the meter gain and the health are separated.
in this new version that you're going to play,
This change is literally only done to make it so you have to choose between a combo that's going to give you more meter and a combo that's going to deal more damage.
meter and damage are now separated from one another. And attacks build
So, and little stuff like this instantly creates player expression. It's not just, oh, there's just one optimal combo to do that does everything. It's just the most optimal. No, it's now, oh, this gives you the most amount of meter, so I'm going to go for this. Oh, I don't need the meter. Maybe I have full bar already. I'm just going to go for damage and cash out. That type of stuff
very
gives
specific
player
amounts of
expression.
meter, independent of the damage done. And this just allows you to choose, like, hey, do I want to pick a specific route for damage or do this other route that might
And
be
they could have left it as is because it wasn't like that in the alpha. But no, now they're changing it, which is
less
good.
damage, but maybe gives me more meter or even positioning as well.
Yo, Milky, you know I was so surprised when I saw you streaming
Players, a lot of
Borderlands 2, you
decision-making
know.
in
I saw that, that just
based
made me
on how
happy.
the
I was like, wait,
characters
what?
want to end and their champions and how they can
That game's
capitalize
actually
on
amazing.
different enders.
Exactly. And Clock talked a little bit about like hard knockdown, limiting some options. And so I want to talk a little bit more about that.
That's where League's pretty
we
technical as
actually,
well.
Gave you some
Say
options
shooter.
when you get knocked down.
Wait,
so that
Perplex,
you're
do you
not
play
just, like,
League?
Stuck there
You play
and having
League?
to just guess for your life all the time over and over.
Oh my god, nah. Yasuo is disgusting in this game, you
Just
know.
like stuck there and having to just.
He just
guess
did dash up, right?
your life all the time.
Jump
over
into cross up on the other side. What did I just press on? Oh, no, where was he at? Let's go! Oh, Maximilian. Let's go. There we go. He just did jump into cross up on the other side.
And their champions and how they can capitalize off of these different enders.
Exactly. And Clock talked a little bit about like hard knockdown, limiting some options. And so
Need the Necromancer tree again? You know when I played Zero. Zero is my favorite character. And then I played Maya. Zero and Maya are like my two.
Over and over again. And literally just stuck in the forever vortex off of everything. So when we knock you down, actually let me
did you play any of the other Borderlands games?
Okay, I'll just you have a bunch
I
of
just want good punish.
So you can hold forward and roll forward. And this, as you saw, this does go through you. And this can be a way to get you out the corner. You can also hold backwards and roll back. And then you still can use your get up attack as well.
Oh, sorry, I was holding that.
Like,
This here is also amazing.
Way to get you out the corner.
This is amazing here because when you get knocked down,
and this, as you saw,
this is the most annoying thing specifically in Street Fighter right now, yeah. Where you get knocked down and it could simply be the end of the game because you're so limited on wake up. And if you wake up with the wrong thing, you die also.
This does go through you. And this can
when you get knocked down in this game, you can choose to wake up on either side that you want. So you're never gonna feel like
you can also hold backwards.
You just can't ever really do anything
and then you still,
after you get knocked down.
Use your get up attack as well.
Oh, sorry, I was holding that. There you go. Right.
Bro, in 6, I can get swept by Ken.
To the get up attack and
he goes into drive rush.
Now, so you can't just like
game could just be over. It don't matter how much health I have. He might throw me and keep throwing me.
Decisions on wake up just
I might tech. He might shimmy and it's over.
And doing an armored swing and even beating get up attack was pretty rough. I want to talk a little bit about assist speed as well.
Play the more, but you like Borderlands 2 and 3 the most. Pre-sequel is kind of. Oh, you didn't like pre-sequel. You know what I always say? I think pre-sequel, because I found pre-sequel boring in some aspects as well.
It was like right away.
I don't like things that are set on the moon. I don't like the moon. That's my thing. I don't like the zero gravity and all of that. It makes the game feel a bit slow paced sometimes.
I was even able to I wouldn't have been able to block that.
But pre-sequel is actually my
yes. Let's talk about the feedback surrounding play.
third favorite. I like Borderlands 2, and then I like Borderlands 1, and then probably pre-sequel.
Zero agency states for long periods of time, so we've been working.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Borderlands 3.
To increase the fun uptime and reduce the amount of time you spend trapped in the corner getting comboed.
Rolling in other games required resources too. This is free.
We're now calling dynamic save break. And the hitbox now gets bigger over time, and then blocking break is easier to combo from. So you also get 50% break meter after a champion dies. Why? Well, we saw and heard that how hard it was to make a comeback. So even when folks were evenly skilled, it was hard to make a comeback. As a result, we removed Fury as a fuse and now have a new system called Fury Break.
Krieg was fun.
So when a champion dies, you gain 50% break meter and becomes Fury Break, which gives you
I like the characters in the pre-sequel though. I think the pre-sequel had a lot of underrated characters.
S1 or S2 plus a team button. Of course, if you're playing duos, then your duo does that for you. There are several types of Fury Break activation. So Sean's doing it offensively. So you do it in the middle of a combo. It does a wall bounce, and you get it allows for follow-up. So you can end your combo with it to increase your damage.
Yours funny, bro. How does Fury bar in the anime game is literally basically an anime game. It goes down quicker than Heat in Tekken 8, bro. And in this game, you have two health bars for the characters because obviously you're playing it against two people. And this goes down quicker than Heat. In Tekken 8, you got one life bar, and Heat is lasting forever, bro. Characters are regaining the heat back.
For follow-up, so you can end your combo with it.
This is supposed to be basically the combat mechanic. This Fury thing.
The bonuses that you get,
and it goes down really fast.
And the damage boost, it allows for 10 seconds when you do it offensively. Similarly, if you do it defensively, you get those same bonuses. So you can Fury Break here. Yeah. So similarly,
700 Yasuo means day one. I don't know about that, you know. I don't know about that. Yasuo is not easy to play. Yasuo is not easy to play. I think people might shy away from Yasuo a little bit. He's not easy to play. A lot of his stuff is not easy to just do. He's definitely the most technical character, the hardest character to like execute his stuff on. He's the hardest one in the game so far.
you know, Sean has Fury Break activated right now, also lasts 10 seconds. The big difference is that if he does it in neutral, so if he doesn't do it offensively or defensively, just does it in neutral, the bonus actually lasts for 20 seconds. So, you know, we got
20 seconds?
20 seconds. Okay. So, but you know, that means you can't use it in a combo.
Yeah, that zero gravity, I understand it.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Sure.
One of the great things about Fury Break is when you're in that Fury state, you can dash cancel, and it removes 5 seconds off the clock. So after your remaining time, rather. And so
Wait,
you
what?
dash cancel.
Sure.
One of the great things about Fury Break is when you're in that Fury state, you can dash cancel, and it removes 5 seconds off the clock. So after your remaining time, rather. And so I'll go ahead and show you. I have it on. You can dash cancel any
Oh, I missed that. What?
have it left.
Okay.
Or block, which is really powerful. And so I'll show you like some fun stuff. Let's see if Clock can block this.
Oh my.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. These lot have had this game for too long. Oh, you missed it though.
Yeah, I would block the second part.
I mean, there's a lot of would'ves. No, you would have blocked it. So it's kind of the idea of like, hey, you're in this Fury
This
state.
game is fun.
It's still similar. You know, we call it Fury Break. It's still similar. Like it works like a combo breaker. You can still like get them off of you and have a little bit of time. But hey, if you want to use this thing offensively, if you want to like pressure, like if you just block, you know, like, sorry if I do this. You know, they're stuck there for a second. So like they have to guess now. Like, and then. And so there's a lot of pressure that can be had. What it is when it comes down to Fury and Fury Break, I know again we showed like.
I really like the fact that Fury doesn't last long as well.
They only have those single champions up front, but in any other fuse like Double Down, you know, 2x assist, freestyle. Once your first champion dies, just remember you get that 50% Fury Break meter, and Fury Break is on. It's ready to go. Like once you decide to use it.
Cool, so let's talk about push block. You know, we got a lot of feedback in Alpha Lab 1 that push block was just not available enough. You know, it cost 1 bar, so the cost was pretty steep. And also, if you didn't have any...
You only get free once, not once per character? I'm not sure, actually.
You were just stuck and you couldn't push block at all. So,
I think once one character dies, I think you get half of it back or something.
Performed by pressing the team button.
I'm pretty sure they mentioned it though, so let me keep watching.
You are the assist.
Pretty sure they mentioned that
The
somewhere.
assist is the one responsible for the push block. Internally we call this push assist. So this shares a cooldown with your assist, so and also allows you to handshake tag after a successful push assist. Yeah. So you know it's much more available now. You have to make a choice between calling your assist and offensive pressure.
The last 20 seconds if you do Fury Break in neutral, which is mad.
Versus defense, and if you're
is it 20 or is it 10? Didn't he say 10? Because if you do it during a combo, isn't it 8 seconds? Did I hear that wrong? Is it 20? Like if you do it raw, is it 20?
Responsible for protecting you from pressure. So yeah, Tom, you gotta help me out here.
I thought I heard him say it was 10 if you do it raw. And if you do it through a combo, it's like 8 seconds. No? Is that wrong? What's going on my internet?
Comes to getting Sean off of me.
Well, let's see.
Hey.
Do a neutrals 20,
Kind of keep the party going.
less in combo, 20 neutral. Okay.
So AirTech,
Yo, my internet bugging. What's going on? I don't think that's too bad though.
we saw a lot of
When I was
combos
watching
that
it,
not
Where's the
real
Fury? Hold on,
combos
I wanna
in
do
Alpha
something
Lab
quick.
1, since
Fury
folks
here.
were not air attacking and holding
In 23 minutes, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I would block it.
If you look here,
block this.
so where's he doing here? This is raw.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, but when you start comboing your opponent, you're gonna want to use Fury during the combo, right? Because you can cancel. So if you see this,
Oh my.
you see how you can cancel like attack into attack? That uses your Fury bar a lot. So it's gonna go down a lot quicker than that.
So,
Yeah, I would block the second part.
Unless you're not able to do anything with it, then it's just gonna go down.
I mean, there's a lot
That's
of
all.
those. No, you would have blocked it. So it's kind of the idea of like, hey, you're in this Fury state. It's still similar. We call it Fury Break. It's still similar. Like it works
Fair
like a
enough.
combo breaker. You can still like get them off of you and have a little bit of time. But hey, if you want to use this thing offensively, if you want to like pressure, like if you just block, like, sorry if I do this. They're stuck there for a second. So like they have to guess now. Like, and then. And so there's a lot of pressure that can be had. What it is when it comes down to Fury and Fury Break, I know again we showed like Juggernaut and Sidekick, and they start with it on because they only have those single champions up front. But in any other fuse like Double Down, 2x assist, Freestyle, once your first champion dies, just remember you get that 50% Fury Break meter, and Fury Break is on. It's ready to go. Like once you decide.
You know what's kind of funny?
Cool. So it's
They
we got a
they
lot of
disguise
feedback
this
from
game.
Lab
They
1
disguise this
that
game
this
as like
gun
being
was
casual
not
friendly and
available
stuff.
on, it costs
I don't think this
$1,
game
so
is
the
casual
cost was
friendly.
Pretty steep, and also, if you didn't have any,
It has some casual friendly
stuff,
aspects in it. Like
block at all. So,
it's got auto
now it no
combos
longer costs
and
a bar of super meter. Now it's performed by
like,
pressing the T
no
button
motion
while you're
inputs.
blocking. And if you are
I don't think the
assist,
game
then,
itself is
the
casual
assist is the one
friendly,
responsible
though.
for the push block. Internally.
I mean, I guess it is.
So this shares a cooldown with your assist.
But if
so
you
it
actually want to
also
learn
allows
the
you to use your
game,
handshake tag after a successful.
I don't think it is.
So
Like, if you wanna
it's more
understand the
available
game.
now. You have to make a choice between calling your assist and offensive pressure versus defense. And if you're playing with a duo, your duo is responsible for protecting you from pressure. So yeah, Tom, you gotta help me out here when it comes to getting Sean off of me.
Well, let's see.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I can kind of keep the party going.
So AirTech, we saw a lot of combos which were not,
They seem to actually care about what makes fighting games good
folks
instead of
were
just
not
baby
air-attacking
mode.
and holding
Baby
normal
mode dumbed
attack
down.
button
Yeah, I mean
was
it's
combos
fighting game
really
players
good.
making the game too.
So
you
we
know?
decided to make it a
We got fighting
Like,
game
it
pros
seems
and ex
cool, but, like,
pros
say I do a
on
combo
like the
on
dev
AirTech-
team.
AirTech back, right?
A lot of these decisions
juggling
are
there, like,
definitely
for a
coming
long
from
time.
them.
So what we've done to combat that is you can opt out of the automatic AirTech by holding down.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so we want to prevent any sort
Hey,
of
they have a
situation,
couple Guilty Gear
giving them
players as
options
well
to
on
protect
their
against
team.
offense. But of course, if I'm holding down,
Not
and
Strive,
I'm holding down, he can
but,
just
the
launch me
ones
again or
before.
something,
IRS.
He can just keep hitting me. Yeah,
I mean,
it's great.
XR.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
not a real
done.
combo, but that's the sort of trade-off between air teching and not air teching.
We do take those though. We do take those.
So, OTG changes in Alpha Lab 1, we heard a lot of feedback that
Maybe some level of mashing allowed for people that are new and can grow with combo. Exactly, and I think that's what this game's doing. They have the auto combos for those people, they can have fun. But the only thing is,
now when you do
what you've done to what you do to simplify the game to make it more accessible for casuals
Yeah, I can roll back.
shouldn't lead to casuals now being able to easily bridge a skill gap because of what you've done with the game.
Another one that we focused
That's
on
the
was
only
reducing
thing.
combo length. Combos were too long or felt too long. We made a lot of adjustments with the goal of just like shortening them and the feel in general. So for
Yeah, they
one,
got Apology
we
Man
don't call
Clockwork.
assist
It's where's
after
the
a tag
situation
launcher.
said
You
either
must
this
no
game
longer
is good
tag
or we're
after
quick for
performing
the yeah,
double
bro.
or super or super
It's scary.
champion
Every time I see
combo.
stuff in this
As an
game,
example, in Alpha Lab 1, we were seeing combos with multiple double downs in them, and it was taking a very long time.
oh yeah, hold on, this part's important.
Multiple players with both champions.
When the first alpha test came out, after the alpha test, one of the main complaints some people had, because it wasn't everybody, one of the main complaints some people had was that combos are too long. Me playing Ari has probably one of the longest combos in the game. Her combos were really long. So some people are saying combos are too long. So here's what they're saying about this.
champions in one combo. As an example, in Alpha Lab 1, we were seeing combos with multiple double downs in them, and it was taking a very long time.
I didn't have an issue with a combo
We also
length,
reduced hit
me
pause across the
personally.
board, which we talked about a little earlier. But this really makes combos feel a lot shorter. Also,
But they have
faster
shortened
as well.
how long some of the combos are.
I also want to talk a little bit about red health regeneration. There were a lot of games where like a champion would get damaged with a lot of remaining red health.
It doesn't bridge
And
the
once
gap
that-
when
once
they
that red,
get pushed by
goes
someone
away,
that's
you
really
get
but
rid
yeah,
of it
exactly.
where
I don't care as long as it
people would
doesn't
just
bridge
literally
the
run
gap.
away for a really long time.
I'm okay
And,
with
a big factor
more
in this
inclusivity
was,
for casuals.
not
I'm
just
fine
because
with
he was
that.
a runaway, you know, but mainly just how long it took for that health to regenerate. We made a regenerate at a speed which just allows players to get back into the action faster and make a decision where it's like,
Alright,
hey, like, this player's
health,
strong, I'm
your
pretty
health
soon, like,
regenerates a
let
bit
me
quicker.
get back out there.
Okay.
And then I want to talk a little bit about dead assists. Dead assists? What are you talking about? Well, a big change we made is really allowing you to use your assists after they've been KO'd. You see Echo.
This
on
is a
screen
big
only
change.
has 2 bars. So
This is a big change in the alpha lab. When one of your character died, you couldn't use them as your assist. You were just like you just had the character that's alive, and that's what you fight with. Now, when your character dies, you can still use the dead character to help your main, like with just your
use your
assist.
assists after
That's
they've been
big.
KO'd. You see Echo off screen
That's big.
only has 2 bars. So even
That's gonna change a lot of things. So if you have 2 characters alive, now you're gonna have to make a decision. If one of your characters is low on health, for example, you're gonna want to decide like which character would I want to die first if I had to sacrifice one of them. Like who would I want to die first and just have as an assist?
Echo's KO'd, Tom can still do assists, can do super assists. So he's still very much in the
How does
action.
anti-airing work, by the way,
Actually
Phil?
just found-
Since you've played a block, what do you do if someone just jumps and air blocks? Your anti-air is done by doing down and heavy. Down heavy is the anti-air in this game.
Found that a lot more fun, and
That
you
makes
combine
sense.
that with him being able to like push block with the team button. There's a lot to do, even if you accidentally get KO'd early. Or are you going to go ahead and use this super assist? You're going to use it now and clutch out the round? You're going to waste
What'd you
it?
do with the air
It's gonna be
block?
Like, oh my God,
But they
you
can
used it
air.
for the next
Yeah, you
round.
can air block. Yeah,
Well, that's your decision.
but you
This
can't
is
air
your
block and
decision.
attack at the
Fight
same time, though.
with your teammate as well. We still want there to be some counterplay.
You can't air block and attack at the same time. So if you just jump and air block and I happen to do my anti-air, then it's fine. I guess you block it. But if you're jumping, like or doing a regular jumping, you've got the intent to jump in with a button. And then you get anti-aired for it. And in this game as well, air to airing is like a pretty strong option. Because people are not always jumping like right on top of you. Sometimes they're neutral jumping, sometimes they're far away jumping. And you have super jumps in this game. So there's the height at which they jump at as well. So you might want to super jump, catch them in the air with like an air to air and then continue into a combo. If you're worried about them jumping at you and air blocking and you go for anti-air, you don't want to get punished because they're air blocked. You have an assist. So you do your anti-air, whatever, you can use your assist, which is going to come and help you continue your pressure.
So like I said before, Tom, if you call your assist out,
Yep.
and
So
you
You can still use an
notice,
unconscious person for an
got the
assist.
seven-
Yeah, they made the change. You couldn't
It's a
before, you
long
can
time,
now.
You know, and so you can, get
I
your
know.
window back to try to turn the tides there.
Finally,
I won't
we
let
felt
people
like
jump there, but that's how it is with these games.
predictable and
I mean, there's a lot of
also
air movement in this
feedback
game. This is not
that-
going to be
so
a
as
super
result, we
grounded.
allow you to hold forward,
There's a lot of air
or
movement.
down, to drift in these directions for a super jump, allowing you to keep your opponent guessing and have
This game has
a bit
air
more freedom
footsies.
in how you navigate a number of situations. So this is my regular super jump right here.
Oh, there, he's talking about super
I
jumps
can
now.
get that same distance and like hold it back. You can also hold down when you super jump to sort of, yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, you guys see the backdashes they're doing? Like, look at Yasuo, for
to
example.
hold down when you super jump to sort of, yeah.
You see the backdash? You can pretty much like wave dash in this game. There's a button you can press which pretty much does the backdash for you. So there's like a backdash button or like a dash button in general. You can hold forward and press it or go backwards and press it. But you can also manually do it with the directional input or the joystick or whatever. And you can get the input to come out faster. So you actually dash a lot quicker. So again, casuals or whatever can use the button to just manually do it. But if you to automatically do it. But if you want to manually do it, then you can get faster inputs, aka better movement, if you manually do it. So again, there's a way for casuals to do it, and there's a way for
a little bit more
the better
agency
players to
over
do it.
your jump arc with super jumps. Yeah, we had a lot of work that we wanted to do in order to improve clarity and excitement.
The person on Yasuo is
Playing
definitely
effectively.
doing it manually though.
It's also lined up with a ton of feedback that you all provided us around experience.
Yo, appreciate that.
One note we heard was sometimes in a
Zoning
match,
in.
champions were too close together and it was
Yeah,
hard
there's
to
air
see
throws.
happening. So
There's
as a
air
result,
throws.
We increased the collision pill size so that now they are more visually.
You can air front to full combo to assist. Yeah, you can. You definitely
Assist
can.
cooldown. So we heard from you all.
That's
that
definitely a
the
thing.
location for the assist cooldown timer was too far from the action. So we centralized this around the match timer. That way, it's easier to see in the middle than it is on the sides of the screen where it was before. Another thing that we heard, well, wall bounces were really fast and hard to follow up on. So we changed the animation for it and slowed it down a bit to make for easier combos. So here, I'm gonna jump up so you can combo me. Yeah, and so, Jinx right here is falling, much slower than she would have in Alpha Lab 1, so it just makes it a lot easier to follow up on. So handshake tag, we received a lot of feedback that handshake tag.
Handshake tag is actually so lit, you know.
Was not only confusing, but frustrating.
Handshake
as well,
tagging
so
is
it took that
just
functionality out. So,
just gold.
Tom, maybe. Yeah. Tom, you come, yeah. And then I'm gonna try to handshake tag and I can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good.
So get hit one more time.
That's really good. I like this change.
Yeah, that always falls.
Yeah. So I'm trying to handshake
I
tag
like
and I
this
can't.
change. You used to be able to switch to the assist character after he's already been hit.
We heard that sometimes it's really hard to understand how you got opened up, especially in hectic, heat of the moment battles. So we decided to add an indicator for incorrect blocking. So for example, I'm going to be blocking low here, and Sean's going to hit me high.
Let me just stand. Let me hit you with the normal low, just so you can see the
got
difference.
it.
So just stand there.
Yeah. So that's me getting hit normally, and then
hold
this
back.
is me, blocking high. Hey.
See the yellow shards coming off.
Yeah. And same thing with overheads. And you can see here that we've actually, the colors are a bit more striking, whether it's high or low, so that you can tell the difference between getting hit high or low. So you'll know exactly why you got hit, and you'll be able to defend against those situations.
Alright, wait till you lot see Jinx, the
Celebrating
Jinx
outplays.
gameplay, man.
Finally, when you do something amazing,
Character's
you want to make sure
crazy.
that everyone in and out of the game knows it, and the hype matches and skill required to reach this.
This is how you make parrying look cool.
So now a successful physical parry.
Not no perfect parry like
Presentation
Street Fighter
also.
6.
Yeah, so we've slowed it down. Yeah, first try. Very rare moment.
So before, when you used to parry, when you used to get the timing right, it never used to do that animation, like that zoom in thing. You used to just parry normally, and then you'd have to go into your follow.
So we put some presentation on it. We added some time dilation and some and we wanted to make sure that the effects weren't covering up the champs as well. So clarity and presentation. Similarly, we've added new presentation on the moment when you punish a retreating guard. When you block high and then. Okay, so as you can see, we have some, we're slowing down or additional hit pause as well. Some of the effects were, we consider this a big outplay moment.
Yeah, it's also pretty cool since you have a little bit more time to hit confirm and see what you want to do if you like it. Yeah. So I'll show you. Go to block.
Oh, that beats retrieving guard.
Call Darius do something special there.
Retrieving guard is another mechanic. Like I'll tell you, a lot of people are not going to be using some of the mechanics in this game. It's too much to think about for a lot of
clarity,
people.
But also gives you a bit more time to hit confirm.
It's too much to think about.
As you guys have seen, Jinx is our newest champion. We are
All right, here we
excited.
go.
She is our take on a zoner character. It's really important that we have a broad variety of archetypes, and this is our first.
This character's going to be annoying. I'm telling you guys now.
Character.
This character's going to be annoying for you. Lot.
She's created all these gadgets.
Character's gonna be
she uses
annoying.
them to fight and keep you at bay and frustrate
I'm playing
you.
this character.
She's all about disruption, chaos, explosions, and just has a lot of fun doing it. And her game plan is basically to kind of fill the screen with garbage and stay one step ahead of you, frustrate you, confuse you. And
Alright, that black and green might be my color. Black and green might be my color.
Her taunts are so good. I'll start with her normals. She's got a little light, medium, heavy.
The anime fight, yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Her down forward light's a little slide, get some distance. And then, she's got like a running medium attack, which is the low, and you can combo off.
Watch
of it.
your
It's really
feet.
cool. So she can go in. She's not just.
And then she has watch your head.
Like you might want to pick your spots to go in. She's also got down forward heavy, which is an overhead, and she can combo off of it and do some stuff there. But
Bro,
yeah,
I'm
she's
telling you,
got,
like, this
a
character
couple things here, and one thing I want to call out too is
insane.
her M's all use her Zapper, and that will actually come into play with how it interacts with your kit, which I'll go over in a second. I want to talk about her specials. So she's bringing out Pow Pow, and she's shooting that machine gun.
Yeah, visually this
Cool thing
game
is,
looks really
As you
good.
saw, mine only did 6 hits, but Clocks did
Clean,
12.
man.
It's because you can hold it. So you just want to hold it and grind it out, you can, which is really fun. You can also hold up to extend it. And so
I fought against Happy Chaos, Jinxie. We're gonna have to see.
Out of this thing, which is pretty fun.
I hope she's not no Happy Chaos.
You know, we'll talk about.
Strive ain't looking too
we'll
good
talk
right
about,
now.
Like, yeah, that's a really cool point as well. One of Jinx's unique abilities is that she can cancel her S1s into her S2, and so her S2 is missile, and she can cancel this on hit or block into missile. You can lift them up and then cancel into a missile. And
The forward
like
work is great, yeah.
So, she
Animations
does have a lot
are
of
mad.
opportunities to use both her S1 or S2 specials together. Talking a little bit, she has a back S1, which is a nice little like anti-air spread, which again, you can combo this into missile, like when they jump in and try to follow up, which is really cool. She's got an air S1, so she's grinding it out mid-air, which is really cool as well. And you can, again, combo that into missile. So I'll go ahead and just like, just show you real quick. You can cancel it right away. So that is unique to her.
This guy, bro,
Let's
I'm
talk
telling
about
you
her
that, bro.
S2 specials.
I'm telling you that.
So that's her,
Yeah, you see this, Waves. You see in the fog, man.
awesome weapon, Fishbone. You can,
I was watching this with Plaz yesterday, and I was like, hold on, Falk, hold on. I was like, hold on. I'm gonna have to tweet it out. I'm gonna have to make a tweet. I'm gonna put a picture of Falk and a picture of Jinx, and I'm just gonna be like,
she's also got down S2.
I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I have to make a tweet.
Down forward.
I'm seeing it.
So it's a really
I'm seeing
movement
it.
option that she can act out of.
Yeah, the air shot, the air options.
It's OTG, so you can find some fun stuff with that. And then she has a back S2, so you might notice this meter.
Telling you,
just
I'm
above
seeing
the
something
bars
here.
With her zapper, when it's full, you hit back S2. She shoots a zapper projectile.
I'm saying EX shot, EX grounded EX shot.
Follow up.
You know the memes, yeah, in Street Fighter 5 when
Look, we definitely
people
got
were
that
like,
thing,
give
right?
Falk a bazooka
Also,
or like
we're
give
talking
Falk a
about,
shotgun.
like, her
This is what they've done.
traps,
They've actually
and
given
how
her a
it,
cannon.
like revolves around and interacts with them. So the first thing is
And a
got
rocket
choppers.
launcher and a machine
You do
gun.
this with forward S1, and you tap it, and it has this little patrol.
Missile loops, yeah, I can
front,
definitely
back,
see
front,
that.
back. And then after a bit of time,
Her
it
traps
explodes.
are gonna be
You can
annoying.
Counterplay if you
She's
get
a trap
hit,
character. Remember, she's a
as long as,
zoner.
like it goes away. You can also just knock that thing away with projectiles or attacks, and it'll disappear.
And she can hit it. Remember hitting the orb? That's like basically hitting the orb.
That's one to throw.
Falk V to go to.
And
Nah.
that's actually really cool.
This is about to be the
You notice
character.
The eyes are completely off when she's throwing it. Is not active. So go ahead and throw it at me, Clock. So even though it hit me, it's still on the ground active. But then
Well, you can, bro. Look at how you can
if it
combo
touches
into it.
you, it's gonna lock on. It's gonna explode after a little bit of time. So the name of the game is like, do you put it out? But then do you use your buttons in really cool ways to get it over to the opponent?
Nah.
Right? And so you know, like when you look at
Nah.
this like Crouch M or you look at this S1, there's a lot of ways you can interact with chompers. Yeah, you could do stuff like that. That's actually ridiculous.
You can also swap it around with a hammer with heavy.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's
We're gonna keep watching, but I just wanted to show you guys a little bit because at the start of the stream, it seemed like I was just like, I don't know, being biased or just talking, yeah? So let me just ask you guys, from what you guys are seeing in this game so far, does it look boring? Does it look boring to you guys? Like, does this look like a game that looks boring? Like it's like watching paint dry? Like people are gonna play, everyone's gonna have the exact same play style? Does it look like that to you lot? Because from what I'm seeing, I'm just seeing like just potential to actually be creative and do what you want to do. I'm seeing a lot of potential here.
exactly. And so, and another really cool thing too is her assists. Speaking of chompers, you know, when you do a team that calls chompers, you notice it attaches on block even, and they have to like, you can parry the explosion, but it's something they really have to pay attention to. And then of course her back assist is her S2. Was that a parry attempt that I just saw there?
Maybe.
That's yeah. Okay, let's see. We're gonna give you a chance. Okay, we got there. That's like one of her little traps. Another one is monkey. So you do this with down S1, and she puts this monkey out. and it'll go across the screen. And once it reaches the champion, it explodes, the enemy champion.
That one's gonna be annoying.
You can hit the down S1 again, and she can raise or lower the height, which is really fun. And as Tom mentioned before,
She can raise and lower the
with,
height,
like,
bro. Do you know how crazy
her
that is?
Specials and normals. You can
Yo,
do the
what's
same
good,
thing with
Neon?
Monkey as well.
How you doing, man? What's
You can
up?
smack it. They kind of.
Have you seen this yet,
Leo?
Leo? You watched this?
And then like you could do stuff like this. Here, I'll go ahead and reset it to the middle.
Don't even watch Chuck and Talk, bro. I'm
just
dead.
touch
Wait,
it.
I already seen it.
So don't move at all. So you
I
can do
already
stuff like
seen it.
this. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can try it. Just a second.
I already seen it.
Ooh,
So-
cross up monkey.
I didn't make a video on a Tekken Talk because my video will be the same as everyone else's video, saying the same thing. That's the only reason I haven't made a video on a Tekken Talk. I seen it though. My opinion is the same as everyone else. It's bad. It's looking very bad. But that's the only reason I didn't make a video on it, because my opinion is basically the same as what most people are saying.
Let's see if I can try it. Just a second.
Ooh.
By the way, this is insanity. This is insane.
Just a second.
This is
Ooh,
crazy.
cross up monkey.
So
Ooh,
there's a
nah.
lot of really clever things
Jinx.
you can do with it. Like and
I'm too stupid to learn more than one character at once. That's why I never play Marvel. No, Neon, this game is for you. Neon. This game is for you. You don't have to worry about that. They have a fuse. In this game, there's fuses. They have a sidekick fuse where you can just play as one character, and the second character is just your assist. So all you have to do is learn your main character, and if you want to like extend combos or pressure or whatever, you just tag in your assist. And that's it. You don't have to switch at all.
that you can do with the monkey is that
It'll be
you
good.
can actually
Yeah,
target
they
the
do.
snapper. And so that's
And I don't know if you're aware, but in this game, you're able to, because it's 2v2, right? You're able to actually 2v2, but with an actual person. So you can play with a friend who's playing as your assist. So
your
it's
zapper
crazy.
special, under with the
It's crazy.
bar at the bottom of the screen, but also your M button. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So if you hit it, it actually like gets charged. It goes faster.
Tournament's about to be crazy in this game as well, by the way. Imagine playing a tournament, yeah, where like it's 2v2, but you're actually playing with somebody. But your friend that you're playing with is your assist. So you can't just tag him in and out. He's just your assist. So you're playing as the point character, and you have to communicate on Discord or whatever you're communicating on, and tell your friend that hurry up and use your assist now. That perfect timing of that assist could win you the whole game. This game is gonna make and
then
break
it's
friendships.
gonna like quickly electrify and you get a combo afterwards,
Yo.
which is really fun.
You seen
and
Fatal
if
Fury?
you do
Nah, I haven't really been
zapper,
watching people play that, man. I feel like my decisions already
that
been
hit,
made on
maybe
Fatal
that's it.
Fury.
You know, we'll see if you can time it better than I can. But again, this one's a little interesting. That's really durable. Projectiles.
1v1 will be the main mode.
You hit it with a normal attack.
Only
it'll
two.
kill it.
Yeah,
It's
1v1 will be the
actually
main mode.
100%.
Yeah, it will. It will. But there'll definitely be 2v2, like 2v2 only tournaments and stuff
that's
like that.
one of the strengths compared to Chambers, which just gets destroyed by everything.
Oh no, my brain just expanded. Hold on. Can you imagine, yeah? Can you imagine like Evo, and they say the rules are you can do either or. Like you can play by yourself or you can pair up with someone and play. But if you pair up with someone and play, you have to stay like that for the whole tournament. And if you're by yourself, you have to stay like that for the whole tournament. So imagine you go up and play and you're solo, but you're playing against two people and you beat them. You have to shake both their hands. You sent two people home by yourself. That must be the ultimate feeling. But if you win the tournament with a teammate, then both of you have to split the prize pot.
And so I want to talk a little bit about her supers. So her S1 super, which you remember, it's S1 plus.
Top level Yasuo is going to be nuts.
That's one of them.
After this, we're going to look at gameplay from the alpha test, because some of these guys were, who is it? Apology Man and Sonic Fox was going crazy with Echo as well. It's already looking, but the game's changed though, so it's going to be old gameplay.
So a really cool thing you can do is you can just like run up and do like light meter.
No worries, name.
Hold
All good, bro.
S1, up S1, and then
2v2
do
just for
S1.
fun. I think 2v2 is going to be really competitive,
This is
Swames.
a really fun super.
I think
because
2v2 is going to be really
you can
competitive.
spot the explosions.
And I say that because in the alpha test, there were people playing 2v2. Like, and it was going off. Like the chemistry was there. They were doing mix-ups, like all types of stuff. I'll show you afterwards.
A ton of damage.
Like it was crazy.
Also,
2v2 is wild.
It's good to catch jumpers.
And I say 2v2 is wild because imagine this, right? Imagine this. Say the best player is the best player with a particular character. But he's not the best. They're not the best player with anyone else, but they're the best player with this particular character. And then you get another best player with another character and you put them together. It's like, you don't even need to play anyone else. Just play the character you're the best with. And then you have the other person who's the best with the other character. Just join up. Crazy.
And another thing I want to talk about a little bit
Crazy.
as well is her S2 super. So this one is...
You're never going to feel like you have to play a secondary because you're just like,
big beam.
I always play my main and the other person is always playing their main.
It's great for killing assists. You know, and hitting like multiple people at once. Also, once you activate it, after the activation, you can hold up and angle it upwards. So you can do it, and if someone tries to jump, you can react during that freeze. You can also shoot it straight in the air. Or
Imagine this, Swains. Imagine Street Fighter 5 was a tag game, and you got to deal with, and it was just like this, and you got to deal with. You're hopping in ranked here, and you got to deal with a tag game. And I'm teaming up with Ending Walker. So you beat my Falk. Yeah, you just managed to beat my Falk, and then Ending Walker tags in with Ed. How you feeling about that?
or straight down, as Clark showed.
That's basically what this game could be.
And we'll see if we can get.
That's what this game could be.
It's so easy.
I'm just really bad at this game. Jesus.
There we go.
I've beaten both of you in ranked. I'm good. You want to hop on the game now?
So yeah, you can shoot that down.
Don't make me hop on the game. I have the game installed.
See, he tried to
Don't
parry
make me
it.
do that,
Let's see
please.
if we can parry this thing. Hold on.
Don't make me do that.
Let's You do hate to see a misplay. You do hate to see a misplay, but we like the attempt. If y'all can parry that, send me a clip. Send us all a clip. We want to see it.
Chemistry between players got to be 100%,
Have to be
100%.
like a parry and a punch.
One missed assist, like you mess up on an
there's a
assist,
lot
it's
of
like
angles
it could be
you can play
crucial.
with the beam. You have S1 plus S2, which is her
Crucial.
ult. This is.
But again, that's gonna make people. It's gonna make players want to practice with each other as well. Because if it's like, oh, we have a 2v2 tournament coming up, we're not just gonna randomly pair up and then on the day play. No, we need to get in the lab and have some chemistry and be like, oh yeah, okay. So when I do this mix up, I need you to go in for the assist so I can do that. It's gonna be a lot of labbing,
One of my favorites. It's really sick.
a lot of communication, a lot of labbing.
Hits this button, lets it rip, and this thing comes down and explodes and does a lot of damage. The really cool thing is,
I think they did the 2v2 thing as well because it is League of Legends, right? You don't really play League of Legends
but also
by yourself.
it-
There's always
time
like a
doesn't
team,
change.
right?
So if like they're in the air, it will hit them.
So it
and
kinda-
maybe
it kinda-
it's falling, which is really cool.
it
See if we
fits.
can Maybe manufacture that. Hit that
Everyone's thought Gorichi and Sonic Fox duo, but it might be long. It
Yeah,
might
so
be
you
long.
see it brought clock down, which is really cool as well. And
Might
yeah,
be
I
long.
showed you a little bit of the assists.
I'll tell you who I'm telling you who I'm about to be scared of, bro. These Dragon Ball players haven't had a game to play for a long time, you know. They love Dragon Ball, but I think they're tired of Dragon Ball now. I think Dragon Ball's gone a bit dead. They're looking at this game with bro. They are looking at this game.
I do want to show you
Even in the alpha test, I think all the Dragon Ball guys were all on this, banging it out. I don't think they
the
slept.
super assist, which is pretty cool. So she shoots a big.
I think the Dragon Ball lot are going to
And,
be
you know, some of
heavily
our,
on this.
super
They're going to be really
assists,
good.
They do look like
They're going to be really
existing
good.
supers
All the
in game.
French guys.
But you know, sometimes we want to be a little bit
Gonna
different.
be good.
And you know, we're definitely experimenting with a lot of different shapes here. 'Cause it's a
I'm
pretty
looking
fun
at
one.
Wawa. I'm looking at
Come
Yasha.
back and just helps and gets through it. And so we'll go ahead and reset. We'll go ahead and set the health so I can show you a little bit about like a couple combos, maybe just to kind of like get the juices flowing.
What's your guys' opinion on the UI, like the overall game UI, like the presentation?
I'll go ahead and start with a really fun one that uses a couple of her traps.
How does hold parry
Throw the
for
choppers
supers? You
out,
time it. Yeah,
choppers
you
out.
have to time every hit.
Wait for the explode.
Unless the super's one hit, maybe, but
See if I time
yeah,
it
you have to
right.
time every hit.
Oh, I messed it up. I did double down. I was mashing.
Like the UI, yeah, I like
It does take a little
the
bit. I
simplicity.
do have the double down. We'll
That's the
give it
simple.
one more try and we'll see if we can do it. We'll see if we can.
Yeah, I like Jinx. I
We'll
do like
this.
Jinx.
We'll do this. That. Wait for the chomp.
I just like the creativity, like just
Is
the.
that gonna hit?
Oh, you got it.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Too soon?
I did it.
Just
too
how you
early,
can
but
play with the
you get
traps
idea.
and change how they
Yeah.
operate.
Bread and butters.
Yeah, absolutely. So one cool thing you can do is like I said before, down forward heavy is her overhead.
Oh, they have a big prize
You
pool
can
for the tour will be
do
crucial.
something like that where you can do a rock,
I'm
immediately like cancel that into her Air S1 and then go right into.
There's no way. Let me just say this. There's no way they don't have the budget to outdo the prize pool of whatever current fighting games have now. Whether Street Fighter, Street Fighter's got the biggest one, right? There's no way they can't outdo that. Surely they can.
the laser.
Yeah, one of the bread and butters I use is just sort of like a mid-screen combo that I show.
They should outdo. There's no reason why they wouldn't just outdo what Street Fighter's doing. They 100% can.
I don't think so. But you can do it with yours average charged.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if they do, a lot of people will switch over to this game. And I say that because this game it's not a continuation from another game. For example, if Tekken were to be like, oh, you know what, 10 is 5 million now instead of whatever it is. Some people won't switch over simply because you still be playing catch up. A lot of the people who have been playing Tekken for decades and years will simply still have an advantage going forward, right? Same with like Street Fighter, for example, or maybe even Guilty Gear or whatever. But this is a fresh game. Even though this game has aspects of other games in it, it's still a fresh game where everyone is still starting like together. So if this game has a crazy prize pool, a lot of people will give this a try. And it's free to play.
Yeah, so it's just like light, medium, heavy, full hold.
Capcom's a big company, but not bigger. But Riot is bigger. Yeah.
You get the full.
I hear that.
You get the full. Let's see you do it.
95% of Street Fighter 6 pros hate the game, but only play because of career opportunity. Yeah, that's a fact.
I'll go ahead and like
that's
the
a
one
fact.
I think is the most fun is really just like light, medium, heavy. Hold this, lift it up, and then do the fireworks. The cool thing is you can start setting
People
up.
would
So I'm
switch.
putting a monkey out. I'm throwing a chompers, and there's like already stuff coming at him on the screen. Yo, how dare you hit that thing down?
I get it
That's
outta here.
disrespectful. Let me go ahead and I want to show you like two more really fun combos again, just to kind of get the juices flowing. These are pretty hard. They took me some time to practice. I didn't.
It's a different feeling, isn't it,
Swames?
Swames? It's a different feeling.
So
I don't know what it is. It's a different feeling with this game.
Unique normal, she has back heavy.
It's a different.
And
Like a lot of games have
because,
come.
it
A lot of games have come, and like I've seen trailers or watched gameplay, and it didn't feel like this one.
puts her airborne. So you can shoot a missile right after it. And you can do a lot of really cool stuff after it. So I want to kind of show you one thing that's cool. And we'll see if we can get it here.
Oh my lord. Ugh. Oh my lord.
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
Bro. I also want to mention something. This might be the first, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first, this is like the first fighting game being made where the devs are actually good at the game. Like the devs can play their own game. Like they can actually play their
How
own
you
game.
use her normals in conjunction with all of her traps is just what really like makes her fun, you know, to a lot of us, and we're excited to see you all like dig into it. I'll leave you off with just one more. This one's like pretty hard for me, and so I'm gonna need a lot of tries. I need some cheering from
That's
y'all to
crazy.
see if we can get this.
I believe in you, Sean.
This one I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna try to use Darius assist and use some traps here. So we'll see how it goes.
Have we ever seen the Street Fighter 6 devs play their game? Like them actually playing their own game, like really? Because they show us these CPU matches. CPU versus CPU. Like level 7 CPU versus level 7 CPU. Like play your own game.
All right, that didn't get there.
Oh my
Oh
god.
snap.
We did it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, I'm glad I got that. I'm sweating a little bit. You know, shout out to the team. Loving how Jinx looks. There's just
On a game
so
where
many
everyone
great
feels like they can
interactions,
win,
that
yeah.
y'all can come up with here, and we can't wait to see you just like really break it open.
So should we like play some matches?
Hell
That's
yeah.
such a
Yeah,
horrible
let's do it.
thing,
Follow
like-
matches.
Yeah, I was figuring we could actually do this.
Winning
in,
does you
the new ranked lobby
when
that
they
we're
make a
working on.
game where everyone feels like they can win.
Everything we run
There's no
today
more
and
satisfaction
more
from winning
will be
anymore.
available in Alpha Lab 2. That playtest
When
is
I
gonna
win in
run
Street
from
Fighter
April
6,
18th
there's no
to
satisfaction for my
the United
victories at
States,
all.
Canada, and Brazil.
Only
Really
satisfaction
wanna,
I would get
do
from
some
winning in
changes
Street
to
Fighter
landing
6
for
is
you
winning
because
money.
Alpha Lab 1. So be sure to
Not when
follow
I'm actually
us,
playing the
think,
game
invited.
for my
As
own
we continue
enjoyment.
to put together this game and understand our path to launch, we'll be sure to keep you in the loop. So stay tuned for updates when we're ready. Can't say exactly when that.
When's this
will be, but
releasing?
I promise we're gonna keep you guys well informed as we.
I hope
For now, let's
late
go
this
to the
year, I
show
hope.
Matches, huh? Let's go. All right, thanks.
I think this game's releasing next year though. If I had to put a date on it, I think it's next year.
I wonder, but you are lost.
Because I say that because we're about to get this playtest, which is not going to be available for EU. It's for US and Brazil or something like that. It's not really going to be for me. And they said they want to do a larger scale playtest later during the year. So that's already going to be some months gone by. And after they do that playtest, I don't know what month we'll be in, but I'm guessing maybe next year, maybe December this year or early next year. Setting EU servers up. Oh, we got some gameplay now. Now we get to see actual gameplay. Using this Fury. This is the only combat mechanic in the game, by the way. Or combat mechanic, pretty much. Is this right here, Fury. So if you see here, you can pop it raw or you can do it throughout a combo. You do it throughout a combo, by the end of that combo, it's probably done. If you do it raw, it lasts a bit longer. So there we go, Fury. Look at how quickly it goes down. I love that. I love that. That's gone. Right, I pulled the Capcom with 1 more prize for first, then 2 for... Oh, I hope not. I really hope not. That back throw? Nope. Nice combo. F roll? Nah, alright, this game's gonna be cold. Look at the F roll to catch the air tech. Jeez. Nah. OTG? Nice. Ooh, we got full screen though. Huh? Nice. Break. Nice anti-airs. There's an anti-air for you, Swames. The anti-air for you. Okay. Super. Anti-airs. Big. Big. Jeez. Level 2. Apology, man. Smoking him right now. Nice air throw. OTG. Oh, you tried to go for a mix? Returns to neutral on dead character. None of this 50-50. Yep. Yeah, they're doing 2v2 right now. Good.
Time to throw down.
Echo. Echo is crazy in this game, you know.
Starting now.
Echo is sick. Echo's basically he's the mix-up king so far. He's got the wildest mix. Wait. You know what else I like? There's so many interactions that happen throughout the game before you simply just die. Like there's multiple chances. You don't just die on 2 hits. There's multiple chances, different mechanics that you can use. You can hit her traps back at her as well. Ooh, that combo's sick. That combo's sick. Yasuo and Echo are going to be a dirty team. I think that might have been the best team in the alpha. A lot of people were running that. It was really strong. I played Ahri though. Ahri is like my main. Oh, he missed. Missed it. Big. How supers don't do 60%? Like SF6, fam. Supers aren't just doing 60%. Nice. Nice tech. I bet the top tiers won't last more than a couple months before a major patch. Oh, in this game, hopefully. Unless the top tiers are like, I don't mind top tiers in games as long as it's not like game breaking or it's like, yo, this is just way too good and nobody likes it. There can be some healthy top tiers in fighting games. I think it's impossible to not have some characters that are better than others. I think in fighting game, when they try to make every single character the same strength, they end up making it so every character's too broken. Like everybody's too broken. Kind of like what Tekken 8 is. The power level in Tekken 8 is just too much. Every character is just too much. Everything. Oh, yeah, Illaoi was fun to play, you know, I can't lie, I liked Illaoi. Illaoi, I don't play big body characters in fighting games most of the time, almost ever. But Illaoi was really fun when I was playing it. Nah, the mix was disgusting. Watch it. Oh my lord. This is the mix-up king. This character is the mix-up king. Oh, writers do, they frequently balance their games, right? They balance it a lot. Okay. I like that. I like that. I rather a game that gets changed a lot as opposed to something that just takes years to change. Freeze frame drive rush. Have an Ian impulse then you react freely to jumps. Exactly. Oh, that was kind of smart. So wait, he threw out assist, right? So he threw out assist and basically he saw the other person attack his assist and use that in order to use super to catch him in the act. That's kind of smart. I'm going to be learning Jinx, so I have to take notes. Echo's on low HP, he should be. He is. Low HP. He's low HP. Lowest, actually. I believe he has the lowest amount of HP out of everybody. At least he did in the alpha. Big. Oh, I dropped the combo. That could have been it. Dropped it as well. Big. What's he got? Hard knockdown. Oh, nah, the mix. I think he might be able to combo from that. Use assist. Echo might be the one on launch. What, for you or you mean in general? That you're playing? Wait, Perplex, what's your type of archetype in fighting games? Well, what archetype do you usually go for in general? Mix up? I feel like you're not much of a zoner. You're definitely not a zoner. You play Captain America and Marvel Rivals. You're definitely not a zoner. Glass cannon. Yeah, that combo was sick. Done that. Oh, that's dead. With that super, you actually got the other character as well a little bit. I never played Eunice before. You played Chip and Strive? Okay. Yeah. Echo might be for you then. Echo might be for you. Yeah, I can't lie. The video was crazy.